Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and everyone is very excited for Season 24 with all the new meta changes and how things are going to be working around. But today, we're going to be discussing what it means for future Legends before we get Apex Legends 2, which does also seem to be on the horizon. We're going to go ahead and go over all of that. We're also going to go ahead and give out some of the Mythic R301s for the upcoming milestone event. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. But without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So in the name Apex Legends, it is kind of self-aware of the fact that the game is based around the Legends. That being said, it has been a long time since we've seen a new one. The last one added in was Alter last year, and it doesn't look like we're going to be starting off the year with Season 24 with a brand new legend, as it was originally supposed to be Sparrow, but that no longer seems to be the case. Although Yoro did recently let us know that Artemis has now been renamed to Sparrow in the game files, which was a pretty good confirmation that they are still coming. Whether or not it still ends up being Vantage's mom, we don't know, but there was a leak put out on Twitter the other day. Apparently the information comes from Yoro himself. But for Season 25, Sparrow is going to be part of the Recon class. Their passive is a sonar that detects enemies. The abilities, if you get caught in a trap, your movement speed will decrease. And the ult is a crossbow, which is the same thing that Artemis had. It's that Scorpion one, which also lines up with some other stuff we'll talk about in a second. However, I've also heard some other stuff about Artemis. It could be just because they're on a different build, but they have a large area of effects. It has an unfinished model and a bleed and slowdown. My source said that when they saw the build of Sparrow, the abilities were different. However, different builds have different kits. There's a passive. It's basically a buffed Ash data knife. The tactical is the bear trap, which is similar to what Yoro described. And again, the ultimate is the same with the crossbow. He also forgot to mention that another version had the pulse blade too as her tactical with multiple charges, but that was back when she was still Artemis. So overall, that seems actually pretty interesting, but it seems like we're still a whole season away from getting Artemis released. That being said, there's a ton of other legends that they seem to be still working on. I want to go ahead and clear up some stuff. A lot of people are aware of the fact that Fade is being playtested in the game. Both me and Yoro have heard of this. And the passive right now is Void Reflex, where you automatically enter the Void for a few seconds before being knocked down. Cooldown between uses, tactical phase rewind, where you return to the location you were moments ago through the void, which is definitely a Titanfall ability. An ultimate phase chamber, you throw out a device that sends all players in its radius into the void. Enemies in the cage are marked, and there's some perks there as well with the further rewind distance, lower cooldown speed boost, and level 3 increased chamber radius. But it's important to know that Fade is not coming this season. This is something that is definitely a work in progress and something coming in the near future, but it has no current ETA. But it is exciting to know that they are working on mobile legends. Maybe we'll see Rhapsody in the near future after that. Along with that, AG420 found a ton of information the other day in the data mine files, and we've covered this before, but there's a bunch of legends there that were once leaked in Season 12, and then some that have gone offline. But there's Scryer, Uplink, Jester, Blisk, Seismic, Gibraltar V1, Sepra, Tinkerer, Flux, Scion, a Fuse rework, which is still further down the line, Overdrive, Quantum, Arco, Neva, and Packrat. Which means that the dev team is working on a whole list of new stuff to come into the game. And the one that has caught my eye the most interestingly enough is actually Blisk. And Blisk is something that we have been looking forward to if you're a fan of Titanfall for a very long time. And he actually appeared in the Takeover trailer for this upcoming season. Moy Pereira did a reply where he actually showed the image, and Moy was one of the senior lead animators. And it gives a little bit of credence to, well, the fact that Blisk might be coming in the very near future. In fact, one of my leaks I heard before Season 24, and you can go ahead and see all this information was 100% accurate, like the Assault class legends are getting big buffs, heirlooms are going to be similar to signature weapons, Mad Maggie heirloom, Loba nerf, which we all saw, but the one on the top there is no legend, Artemis and Blisk are the options, meaning that Respawn might be dipping into that nostalgia to bring him into the game very near in the future. In fact, when he was data mined originally, there was stuff like the Pilot Kit passive where Blisk can hack survey beacons using his data knife, his My Ring, My Rules, where Blisk creates a damaging zone powered by the Arena's Ring, and Standby for Titanfall, where Blisk summons an Auto Titan to suppress an area. And there was actually gameplay showed of that, but what I find most interestingly is last season, Yoro himself and iLoot Games both found stuff that adds a lot of Titan-related textures as well as animations to the game files, which could very well be that ultimate that is still being worked on and seeing how it would fit into the game. Either that, or it could have to go with the whole caustic Titanfall pilot skin theme LTM they have coming up in the near future. It's always possible the Titans are being safe for that, but it seems like it could be something for Blisk, and that actually gets me pretty hyped. There's still a ton of other legends. We don't really know a release order other than Artemis/Sparrow, but there's going to be Sanctuary with the Tactical Stiv Grenade Pain Zone that Yoro let us know about. And then I also heard some leaks about Sparrow myself. Sparrow in the Olympus map update is coming for Season 25. The Bowcheck bow is out of the care packages and now use sniper ammo's arrows are gone, which lines up with the ultimate for Sparrow. The Skirmisher class is getting a buff next season, new Legend mini passes test for the Legend Mastery, new rank rewards, and an alter buff for season 25 because when she released, she just wasn't picked that much. But all of that actually gets me really excited because I hope they start releasing more Legends very soon. We know that Apex Legends 2 is probably coming out in 2026, so maybe they're holding off on new releases until they go ahead and get the seasons and the next version of the game more set up. But overall, it seems like it does have a promising future. We'll just have to see if they go ahead and bump up the release schedule. All that being said, we're gonna go ahead and play some community clips now. Don't forget to submit your own to me at Thordan Smash on Twitter, but without further ado, let's roll it.
What are these guys doing?
One less enemy. I have leveled up. Now, which skill to hone? I crushed the entire squad. They were hardly worth the effort.
Enemy down. Cover's getting backed up.
Bam! There goes a boozle.
I'm gonna get his banner. Wait, is that red? You're about to watch me miss everything. I hit his butt. Nice. Watch, he'll go for res. Dead.
Nice.
Then this guy. One. Nice. Holy crap, push that waddy.
What is your...
I'm gonna no scope him.
Oh my... What? That was a collab, by the way. Don't know if you noticed that, but that was in fact a collab. What?
Oh my gosh.
Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on what, the future of Legends are in the game? Do you think it's very critical, or do you think that, there are other things that should be worked on instead? Also, don't forget to check out this video right here by my editor, Novell, who does amazing Apex Legends content. And until next time, everyone, keep slaying the Outlands. I'll see you out there.